thoughts? It seemed like the second half put things together.
Again, defensively at times, I thought we did okay, and then at times we broke down. We didn't rotate, get to 10 quick enough. The second half, first half we kept her scoreless. We knew their two guards were good players. They can make a lot of things happen. We left 10 open whenever we rotated. Didn't do a good job on that. I thought we did a good job rebounding the basketball. I thought we should have shot a higher percentage. We had layups a lot of times, putbacks, and didn't put those in. We do those, and we break the game open a little bit. I think if we just hit our layups and break the game open. But overall playing against the matchup zone, and first time in a long time, I thought we were pretty aggressive at times driving the ball, and that created a lot of rebounds for us. So I thought we did some good things there. Too many turnovers first half against a non-pressure defense. 10 turnovers, being not too nonchalant, and not doing a good job of getting the shot we wanted. But it's a typical game for us right now. You see good flashes, and then you see flashes where there's no concentration. That's just freshmen and sophomores doing a lot of playing. So hopefully we're going to grow up one of these days.
19-18 from Marion tonight. That's
and that should be expected of her against a defense like that. That's more worried about spreading the floor out on defense and trying to keep hands in shooters' faces matching up. So you get a little bit more freedom against the zone to go rebound. So I thought she did a good job taking advantage of that. And again, and Britt did it pretty good. Britt made the putbacks in, like I said. I think that breaks the game open a little bit more for us.
We had with how there were two plays. Obviously, they cut to 3. She gets buckets on back-to-back trips. And it seemed like it was one of those things within the flow of the offense where she sort of made something happen that should happen, what you guys do, and not forcing it, which is something you had talked about.
Well, I thought she was very aggressive. I thought she showed a little leadership there, that it was within the offense, but it was a little bit being, okay, give me the ball, let me go score. And you got to have players like that. And I thought she did that at that particular time and made 2 big plays for us and kind of got everybody rested, back in their minds, feeling, all right, we got it under control. And, that's what you got to have. Some kid that do that for you when it gets a little tight.
You mentioned you left Babin open a couple times, but they shoot 30.9% tonight, 20% in the first half. So was it just a case of them not hitting open looks, or did you guys do enough, making them have to go through one score tonight?
Well, we really concentrated on making sure the guards, trying to make sure their guards didn't get off. We knew that the guards were the key to their offense. And then the second half, like I say, we didn't do a very good job of rotating. When we got beat off the dribble, our guards wasn't ready to rotate to 10, kind of got nonchalant, and she knocks down a couple of, and she's a very good shooter, as you can see. The first half, they didn't get that penetration on the baseline quite as much, and, they got it on the second half, and they kicked it out, and we didn't do a very good job of getting to her.
I asked them that you guys have 3 or 4 now, and go on the road, and you had sort of said North Texas was going to be a good test, and Denver was too. You come out of that 1-1. Come home tonight and you look like you put something together. Do you feel as if there's always splashes now, but you kind of feel like there's enough consistency now where this is a group that can compete, as we get into the
well, we got to get where we're not making those nonchalant turnovers. We got to get tougher at handling the basketball and not just throwing it away just to be throwing it away. It's got to come with somebody driving and making a good defensive play or something. We still got 5 or 6 turnovers a game where it's just nonchalant, not paying attention to detail, and not being not securing the ball well enough. So until you do that, you can't beat real good ball clubs. So I'm still a little bit apprehensive about that part of our game. I think, like you said, at times we do show flashes of being a pretty good offense, and at times now I think our defense is getting better, no doubt. But still, at times we have nonchalant where we don't rotate and pick people up. And I think a lot of that's due to the freshmen and sophomores.
You got on Taylor tonight. Last question I'll ask. So you get out of here. You got on Taylor a couple times, and I think once after poked away from behind, doesn't get up floor on a turnover, and another one just not going to glass. Is it? And just in general in the second half, there were some moments in timeouts where you just seemed to.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure that the intensity, they got to learn the intensity that you got to play on this level. So you can't just let a mistake or not getting back on defense become a habit. So you got to enforce that hey, if you want to play, you got to play both ends. You got to play hard and you got to be intense because you're going to, it doesn't matter to me when a kid misses a shot. That don't bother me. It seems to bother her quite a bit when she misses. Because she wants to hit every shot, but you're not going to do that. So just forget it and get down the floor and play good defense. So I'm just trying to get her in the habit of making sure you're playing intense. And the only way you do that is by sometimes setting them over there beat. So she did a good job driving the basketball. She did a very good job driving and making a lot of things happen. And it's hard as a freshman. There's no doubt. And it's hard as a sophomore. So we're playing and we're trying to get better. And like I say, at times we are getting better.